Alright, what's up everybody? I tried to go live about 45 minutes ago, but it freaked out. I had to restart this computer. I don't know, but yeah, I'm bored as hell, so what I'm gonna do is share some TV show stuff with you and my original lyrics with you. This is my TV show stuff, this is my lyrics, all my music, everything else. So first thing I'm gonna do is share my TV show stuff with you. Everything that has to do with my TV show called Lexi, Bringing the 80s Back. So let's go through the pictures of everything that has to do with it. So first, this is the title. This is what the title is supposed to look like. The border is supposed to be red. It's supposed to be outlined in red. The border of the letters are supposed to be dark yellow. The letters themselves are yellow. And when it says bringing the 80s back, that says black. It's just there underneath the name. It's the title design right there. That's the title design. And the town to take place in is going to be Felicity, but it's going to be renamed to the old name, what Felicity was originally named as. It was originally called Feastown. So that is going to be the name of the town that my show is set in. It's going to be set in 2013. That's the year it is going to be taking place in. And this picture here, it is from the spot where the Christian church is like over here, and there's like trailers and everything on this side. It's the town name and everything. So right there, I mean, it's going to be called Feast Town, take place in 2013, and looks like my thinking is that there's gonna have to be sets or buildings built, something like that. But the school that Lexi, Stephanie, CW, the kids go to, it's gonna resemble the Felicity schools, but look very much better, very much better. It's gonna be all one school, elementary, middle, and high. It's not a prep school, it's a normal school. So, I mean, this is the exterior of it, and it's called the Holy Oaks School. And that's what it's going to look like. So, and this is my skateboard that I ride in the show. It's midnight blue grip tape, midnight blue wheels, black trucks, and a red dragon design with blue LED lights going around the edge of the board, flashing to the beat of music. Thrasher grip tape and Baker deck, and the bones, wheels, and bearings. And you can't really see it, it's pixelated because I tried to blow it up, make it bigger, but that's what it looks like there. That is my skateboard used in the show. Lance, dad in the show, he drives a black 2021 Chevy Silverado. And the license plate is gonna have Amber's initials on it and her birth year. So it's ANS 31701. But looks like that. That's Lance's truck in the show. Where he works, he works at a mechanic shop. He's a mechanic in the show. He works at Fixer Up, right? And it's Monday through Friday, 9 to 10. Saturdays, 9 to 1. Sunday's closed. It's not set in the town in a different place, but here's the interior of what it could look like. Currently he's working on a car, and he has others to work on. That's what it's showing. See right here, he's supposed to be working on a car, and he has one to work on to finish up. And that is his mechanic shop. Yes, this video is highly boring. I completely understand. I was trying to come up with a name for every character. But I couldn't really think. So names are mostly from real life situations or searched up on Google. But the mother, Jessica, is a waitress at a diner. That's how she supports her family in the show. She was at the rest stop, mostly for truck drivers to stop at. It's open 24 hours. Again, it's not set in the town of Feast. It's in a different spot. This is what it looks like. That is Jessica's work. She drives is a 2001 Chevy Suburban. Her license plate is all the names of the cast that I really love. Simba, Philos, and Cthulhu. I don't really know where I got the numbers from. 55120. Maybe I should make it 45120 so it's the zip code of Felicity. But I can't remember where I got the numbers from. But that is her car. I tried to color the headlights in to show that they were on, and I X'd that out because it's not located in the show. There is not going to be a Shell station in the show. It's all based in the 80s and 2013 at the same time. I mean, it's confusing, but once the show takes off, you'll finally be able to figure it out and know what's going on. But I don't know. The Wright family house, this is the outside of it. The year, the address that I used for it, 1963, Snake Wright Drive, Easttown, Ohio, 45123. And that's what it looks like. That is the Wright family home. And the bike that CW rides in the show, he hardly rides it in the show. But when he does, this is what it would look like. He rides a GT 2021 Performer BMX. Blue frame, blue rims, black seat, black handlebars, red pedals, red grips, all of it like that. I tried to color it so that you can know what colors go where. And I also explained it all down here. And I pointed to the grips so that way I would know, because I wasn't sure what those were called at first. But yeah, that's all the pictures I have to help explain the show. I have done so much research about making a TV show. I still have a lot to learn. I'm not ready to go to a freaking TV show thing and try to be like, hey, I got all this for a TV show. You want to put this on TV? I ain't ready for that. Because I also saw on the researching that I was doing that I have to explain everything so many times. I don't know. Maybe I'm ready for it. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. But this is just all the explaining of every episode. All this explains every episode. There are 16 episodes throughout each season, and there are 10 seasons that I'm hoping to put out. So, what Lexi Bringing the 80s Back is about is a rebellious teenager who fights for the legalization of marijuana and plays in a soon-to-be famous metal band. Christianity is shared throughout the end of each episode. So yeah, with the Christianity, it's a fun way that it's shared. Not just putting it out there, but it's a fun way that it's shared. It's like a game that Lance is playing with the kids and the mom, but yet the viewers can also play along and learn from the game, and it would hopefully get implanted into their brain a lot easier instead of just reading it or whatever. But it's just a synopsis of the first season. That's what this is here. Episode 1, the pilot, school box. That's when I rocked school at a school dance. Basically, I couldn't really think what to do for each episode, so I just took from every TV show movie that I've seen, tried to put it in there like that. But this episode introduces all the main characters. Lexi and Stephanie are the main characters of this episode, as most of the script refer to their actions and what they say. Xander, or James Hetfield, makes his first appearance in the show. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping to bring him into the show and be able to make my move that way. There's so many ways that I'm trying to make my move on a man. I'm crazy. Loco. But episode 2, Love Bites, that's a Def Leppard song. I took songs I like and everything else. I don't know. But this episode shows how it's hard for Lexi to love Xander due to real life struggles. But Lexi and Xander figure out how to remain together and help each other through the struggle. The real life struggles are my depression, anxiety, and PTSD, and all that, everything I have, literally. And Lexi is hopefully going to be played by me because I am Lexi. Nobody else can play Lexi. That's me. Nobody else can play Xander. That's James. I mean, there's going to be others that's going to play the other characters, but that's fine. I just have to make sure I'm able to act as my character with them. Episode 3, Mary Lies Legal Marijuana. This is going to be a fun episode. This episode shows Lexi's strong beliefs and support for marijuana. She joins a protest and gets voted as the one to do the speech at a park where there's a crowd of marijuana supporters. She eventually wins over the vote. Marijuana becomes legal in Ohio. And just recently, I did sign a petition. Me and my mom both. We signed a petition to help legalize marijuana in the state of Ohio. Hopefully it gets passed, because marijuana should be legal. But episode 4, Cry Tough, that is a Poison song. This episode, Lexi's band, Darkness Prevails, gets a big chance to succeed as a real metal band. Xander collabs with Lexi during the performance. Although the show was something you'd never forget, they still didn't win. So Lexi struggles with depression and talks about quitting the band. Xander gives her a powerful talk and Lexi doesn't quit. At the end of the episode, Darkness Prevails gets noticed and becomes one of the greatest metal bands ever. That's what I'm hoping for too, to become the greatest rock star to ever live. But I don't know if that'll happen. I don't know. I see. Episode 5, Unforgiven. You already know, that's my talk. This episode shows a real-life experience Lexi had before. A girl tricks Lexi into a romantic relationship before Lexi realizes what the girl meant by the question. That really did happen. Throughout their month-long relationship, the girl treats Lexi bad and uses her, just like real life. Lexi then realizes what's going on and calls it quits with the girl and never talks to her again and gets back with Xander, who was off on tour. That really did happen. Not the Xander part, but the rest of it did happen, which I regret very bad. Episode 6, From My Heart. This episode, Xander has some doubts about his relationship with Lexi. Lexi does all she can to prove to Xander how much she truly loves him, and he eventually sees that Lexi is telling the truth and he doesn't end the relationship. I mean, I'm trying so hard to prove to James that I love him with all my heart, and there's nothing I wouldn't do, and I would sacrifice my life for him in a heartbeat, trying to prove to him, but he just won't He just won't see it for some reason. He just thinks that I'm a crazed fan that's only wanting to get backstage or something. I don't know. Episode 7, Photograph. That is a Def Leppard song as well. That's the one I used because there is so many songs called Photograph. But it's the Def Leppard version that I used. This episode, in school, Stephanie is sneaking out of classes to hang out with her boyfriend Mike. They leave school, and a couple kids end up getting Stephanie and Mike's picture in the school newspaper. Stephanie struggles with bullying and almost drops out of school. Lexi ends up switching the newspaper with fake ones, but with disturbing news on them to distract the kids from Stephanie. They all end up forgetting about Stephanie and Mike and start getting interested in the new information that wasn't really real. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of hoping to do as well. I'm hoping to make this legit, make my freaking TV show legit, make my freaking music legit. It's gonna be a long live stream, sorry. But episode 8, New Divide. That is Linkin Park. There's a lot of bands I like hidden in these episode names. This episode, Stephanie and Lexi have a big fight, like all siblings do. Stephanie separates the house with tape and makes sure Lexi stays on her side of the tape and vice versa. They end up resolving their problems and things get back to normal. I kind of took some things from the show Roseanne because that is one of my favorite shows to watch. Episode 9, Fade to Black, another Metallica song. This episode, Xander wants to surprise Lexi really good, so instead of showing up to her house as only him, he gets Lexi her dream car, a midnight blue Camaro. That is my freaking dream car right there. And drives it over to Lexi's house. Lexi comes outside and gets surprised with the car and a drive around town with Xander. This whole season, this whole show would be great to do if I can freaking do it. If only I could do it. I gotta get to a freaking production studio. I gotta talk to some producers or whatever to try and get this on TV. To try and get him on the show too. I mean, because if I'm playing Lexi and he's playing Xander, I don't know if I'll be able to do my lines, which I will be freaking doing here in a minute. Episode 10, you don't own me. You don't. Nobody owns me, man. This episode, Lexi is out causing trouble like normal, but instead of the usual getting away with it, she gets arrested and spends a few months in jail, just like I actually did. 4 months. Claim my county. Xander pays her bail, and Lexi gets out early and spends the day with Xander and rebels against law enforcement. I would not actually do that, but it's only in the show. Oh my god. Episode 11, The Coolest Kid in Town. This episode, Lexi proves how cool she is by going through town and doing cool stuff, like jumping the stairs at her church with a skateboard or proving the existence of ghosts in a cool way, or by playing her while riding her skateboard just out being rebellious. True. Episode 12, Darkness Prevails. Put my own name in there. Had to. This episode, Xander talks to Lexi about the relationship and how he wants it to progress and not stay the same. He eventually asks Lexi to leave home and with him and join him on the road to put on cool concerts together or separately, whichever one they want to do. Lexi agrees and ends up running away from home, forcing her dreams to come true. For real. That's what I have to do. I just have to run away from home and join James on a freaking real life tour. That's what I gotta do. I wish. Episode 13, Unlucky for You. Some of these are not song names, band names. Some of them are actual episode names. This episode, Stephanie and Mike have a rough patch in their relationship with a fight, and Mike breaks up with Stephanie for a while. Jessica has a hard time at the diner because some of her co-workers start getting treated better than her, and Jessica gets tired of the favoritism and ends up quitting her job. So yeah, that's what's going on in that episode. Episode 14, Love and Faith. This episode, Lexi struggles with her faith and starts to miss home, but Xander gives her something to think about. Does she want to stay with the man she loves, or go back home without him? What do you think I would do? You gotta see the episode to find out. Or, what am saying this here? Lexi ends up staying with Xander and improves her faith on her own, with prayer and church going and sharing the gospel with people. Episode 15, Hotel Scandal. I'm in a motel right now. It's kind of weird. But this episode, Lexi and Xander take a break on the road by staying at a hotel. That'd be great if he was here. Xander decides to take their relationship to the next level, from hardly ever dating to going steady and making the best of the relationship. Lexi has the same feeling for Xander, so they end up telling each other at the end that they both had the same feeling. So they both agree, and Xander gives Lexi a signed ESP Snakebite as a cool relationship present. End the episode with Lexi and Xander kissing. Yeah, I freaking want to. Yes, that would be the greatest thing ever, ever. I changed a lot in episode 16. Episode 16 got changed a lot. I freaking changed it up big time. Episode 16, they get real. This episode, Xander takes Lexi out of town and they go to a really romantic location. They go inside and there are people there, but not too many. Xander and Lexi have the time of their lives. An opportunity to sing Xander romantic songs. Proposing to Xander. Xander jokes with Lexi, saying she beat him to it, the proposal, but has to think about it before answering. In anticipation on the series, so he doesn't say yes or no yet. You'll find out on episode 1 of season 2. That would be great. You guys just don't realize that'd be great. That would be so great. Characters: Lexi Wright, me, Stephanie Wright, somebody I don't know who's played by yet. Christopher Williams Wright, somebody. Jessica Wright. I'm thinking about maybe having Mom play Jessica. I don't know. I don't know. Lance Wright, thinking about making that dad, but I don't know yet. And Xander Chase, James Hetfield. About Lexi. Lexi Marie Wright is 21 years old. In the show, I'm 21. In real life, I'm like 22, whatever age I actually am by the time this comes out. That was so great. I'm sitting here watching TV. Like, and to see my show come on. That would be great. Oh my God, that would be great. She dresses, looks, and acts like a boy. She is straight and a Christian. She hardly spends her time at home. That's what each episode shows. She's always out doing something. In some episodes, it shows her getting arrested and spending a few days in jail, but she gets out due to her dad or Xander bailing her out. She is the rhythm guitarist and singer for her band, Darkness Prevails. Well, it's probably going to change. I don't know if I'll be still a guitarist, but I will continue to be a singer. But the instrument would probably be drums or guitar. I don't know yet. I'd probably do guitar because that looks a lot cooler. The band is quite famous actually, and all her concerts are badass. If only I could put on concerts, they would be badass. Sure. Lexi is played by Lexi Wright. Me. About Stephanie. Stephanie is 16 years old and is very opposite of all of Lexi's description. She is straight and a Christian, but she's the girl who wears makeup and wears dresses for school dances or dates with her boyfriend or something. Like, she's a girly girl, not anywhere close to a tomboy or nothing. She's a complete girly girl. In every episode, she is trying to stop Lexi from causing mayhem or is cleaning up after Lexi's mistakes. She tries to talk to Lexi and help her clean up her act, but Lexi doesn't listen. Like normal. Stephanie likes to go to mall with her friends and hang out with her friends. Not sure who Stephanie is played by yet. And they have birthdays for the show because I'm thinking about having like birthdays episode which shows their birthdays or it's talked about or something. I don't know. Mine is 7/14. Stephanie's February 20th. I don't know. I'll just jot down random dates. Hang on a second. My knee is killing me from the way I am sitting. Sorry. Okay. Man, that's so much better. My knee was killing me. But now about Christopher Williams or CW. CW is 17 years old. He is a quiet kid and doesn't talk much except when trying to help Lexi with her problems or when he is talking to his parents. He does make he has some lines in the first episode. A couple. Very, very few. He's like basically just in there for a second. But he is a nerd in school because he's always doing his work and turning it in on time, staying up late at nights to get his homework done, causing because during the day Lexi somehow gets him involved with the mayhem. I kind of based him off my brother William. Philosophy. If you want, you can get subscribed to his channel right now. He needs a lot more subscribers for the type of videos he puts up. I mean, they're professional looking trailers for movies. But he is very smart and is in college like classes in middle school. He always gets straight A's on his report card. He tries to avoid Lexi and stay to himself, but always gets caught up in Lexi's mayhem some way, somehow. Not sure who CW is played by yet, but his birthday is 420. I hide things in there. I try to hide clues or something in there. About Jessica. Jessica is 40 years old. She is a part-time waitress at a diner. She sings at karaoke bars on occasion to help bring in more money rather than just her waitressing job. She doesn't really approve of all of what Lexi does, but a lot good because she's 21 now. Not sure who Jessica is played by yet. Her birthday is 3/14. Yeah. About Lance. Lance is 43 years old. He is a mechanic at a garage business. He got started about a year ago. He makes a lot of money from it. On days when he's not working, he's home with the kids, playing with them, and on the weekends, taking the family out to fun places or restaurants. He does drink beer, but he's not the abusive father kind. He's a nice guy. He also reads the Bible to his kids and teaches them about God and Jesus. On Sundays, he takes the family to church and helps them understand what they learned at church when they get home. He makes it fun, though, not boring. The kids like learning about God and Jesus. Not sure who Lance is played by yet. His birthday is 9/24. And about Xander, you all know who he's played by. Xander is 30 years old. He is the rhythm guitarist and singer for his very famous band. I had to rename it. I couldn't put Metallica in there. So I used one of the names that Darkness Prevails was in the past when I was first coming out with this. Internally Dead. He is Lexi's boyfriend. He is all of James Hetfield's personality. He's always with Lexi when he makes his appearance. He is nervous about the age difference, but soon learns that it doesn't matter once you are 18 or older. Xander is played by James Hetfield, and his birthday is his actual birthday, August 3rd. And here's a little something here. Viewers should be able to learn from the Bible teachings and understand the Bible and God's Word better. Make it a viewer playable game somehow, where, like, if you're watching, you can play along. There are 16 episodes per season, and there are 10 seasons. 160 episodes total. That's what I'm hoping for. And why is nobody watching? Click on now. I kill you. I will eat your heart. Okay. Each character has their own unique personality. Lexi is a young, cool kid who wants to make it big in life. Stephanie is a popular girl in school, but different because she's also a good kid who doesn't follow in Lexi's footsteps or anybody's footsteps. She's just her own person. CW is a quiet kid who is so smart that though he's only in middle school, he's in advanced college courses. Got that from my brother because that's what he was in. Jessica is a young mom with her own problems she must deal with, but never talks about them or shows them for the sake of her family. But the viewers know. Somehow I'm going to incorporate that. Lance is a big Christian, but makes reading the Bible fun. Xander is one of a kind, the coolest person ever. True. This world is unique because the characters must go through real world issues, but things are resolved with God. Also, with the fact that Lexi brings the 80s stereotypes back to the present in each episode. That's what I'm trying to do, for sure. I think this is the show Bible, I think. Can't remember which one's the show Bible now. This show has a unique but strong feel of the 80s stereotypes, with the way brings you back to the 80s, makes you really feel like you're back in the 80s just by watching the show. With the way Lexi dresses, acts, and performs her music, you should really get a good vibe of the 80s. In my opinion, some of the things in the show compared to the Roseanne show, two daughters, one tomboy, and the other not and one son. The landline on the kitchen wall and how the setting of the house is similar to the Connors house, but with obvious differences. It gives you a reminder of Roseanne's house. Like when you watch and you see the house, you be like, hey, that kind of looks like Roseanne's house or whatever. Like, you know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of Roseanne, her house. Like, that's what I'm trying to do. I, Lexi Wright, am telling this story because some of the things that happen within the show are things that I want to or has happened to me. Like putting live music, getting a cool camera, hanging out with James Hetfield, so on. I am the right one to tell it because if you look at the character Lexi, that's me. I am Lexi. There is no one else who could vision this show the way I see it, and who could act like me in the real world and who I want to be. That is so true. But that's it out of this packet. There is so much more to go through. Don't worry, it won't take long. It only took about a half hour. One of them is only one page long, so I mean, alright. It's a comedy. And it's a comedy drama. That's what it is. And it's PG-14. So I'm hoping to put it under. A rebellious tomboy who dreams of bringing the 80s back from the past to the present. A lot of mayhem and funny family issues and troubles along the way of Lexi achieving her dream later on. Residing in the small town of Freetown lives a lower middle class family. Lexi Wright, the rebellious tomboy, is always out causing mayhem and trouble for the family while Stephanie tries to stop Lexi from causing the mayhem. Jessica and Lance both work and provide for the family. CW works hard in school to go to college after he graduates. Lexi is the main character of the show. as it captured all of her adventures and her family succeeding in bringing the 80s back from the past to the present. Now, this year, it was supposed to be like a thing. I don't know really what it was supposed to be, really. Like an idea for the first episode. I don't know, but it changed a lot from when I wrote the script. And yes, I have a legit script. Legit script. Yes, I do. For the first ever episode. I'll show you that in a minute. But this was like the first idea ever for the first episode. It's supposed to be starting off with me on a stage in Center Arena performing one of the badass concerts that I would have performed. After the show, I would have skated home on my skateboard, causing some mayhem on the way, and end up getting arrested. But then Lance bails me out, and then Lance is supposed to be going over to Jessica's work, telling her about me getting arrested, and then his idea of taking the family out on vacation and stuff. And Jessica thinks it's a bit expensive, but then agrees for it to go for a few days and get away from work and house cleaning and all that. She goes back into work to finish out her day, and then Lance goes back to the house. And then it's supposed to do that meanwhile thing at school. CW is in class, working really hard on an essay for history class. And then Stephanie and her friends see CW at his locker, and her friends start picking on him. But then Stephanie stops them and asks CW if he wants to join them at the lunch table. At lunch to go over ideas to make sure Lexi don't get in the way of CW finishing middle school, moving on to high school as it was the end of the school year and close to being summertime. And then as they were walking home from school, Stephanie and her friends and CW all walking to the Wright family house. I was supposed to come up on my skateboard, and they were supposed to be like, "Oh crap, here she comes." And all I wanted out of it turns out that all I wanted was a question. I was like, I was asking Stephanie if she came up with an idea for me to earn some money to buy a new guitar. And she did, in fact, come up with an idea. And she had me try to apply for newspaper business, like a paper route. And then I take off towards the newspaper building, which I was going to use this abandoned hardware store that's on Walnut Street. I was going to use that as the newspaper business. And then Stephanie and CW, including all her friends, they walk up to the Wright family house, stopping at the driveway. And then Stephanie and CW go in, and she wants to go out to the mall with her friends, but she can't. She has to stay home and clean because of going on vacation with the family the next day. So she got upset about it. And then once she started cleaning, she forgot about being upset. But as then Jessica's dinner while Stephanie was doing dishes, when that's what like showing her finishing up cleaning and stuff. Of course, it's not going to show the whole time of them cleaning up the house. No, it's not going to show that. I hope it don't. Lance walks in and notices how clean the house is. He asks where I am and why I didn't help in the house, while everyone else worked really hard on getting the house clean. Stephanie explains that I went to get a paper route job and CW agrees. Jessica tells Stephanie to continue working on dinner and also says she has an idea where I might be and that she's going to go get me. She drives around town to look for me, but never finds me until she gets to this road that she doesn't really know, but then I'm just sitting there with my skateboard, sitting there smoking a joint. I mean, I don't know. And then Jessica pulls up next to me and tells me to get in, and we talk for a second. I end up skating home while she drives back home. I mean, it's basically just a scene that's wasted. I don't know. Once we both get home, CW realizes that I'm high and doesn't want anything to do with me. And Stephanie tries to tell me that if I spend all my money on marijuana, then how am I going to get a new guitar? Lance asks me if that's why I'm trying to work to buy a new guitar or to buy marijuana cigarettes. I say I really want a new guitar, so I'm going to stop buying marijuana until I get my new guitar. Lance says he would buy me a new guitar only if I help with house chores for the rest of the week. Since it was the weekend now, basically midnight, and they were not going to be home. Lexi agrees and says she will do anything to get a new guitar. We eat dinner. After dinner, it's time to learn some things from church and the Bible, pray. Main Bible study fun with some games and cartoons. After they read from the Bible and let's explain what they just read, they all prayed. After prayer, Lexi asked if she could go out and skate around since it was now Friday night. Lance agrees to let me go out, but just to be back soon as to not be out all night so I can get some sleep to go out for vacation. Jessica tells her to wait and asks Lexi what she's going to be doing outside. Lexi says that she's only going to be skating around and smoking the rest of her marijuana so it didn't go to waste. 17 CW walk upstairs to the rooms to go to bed for the night. Jessica says it's fine for Lexi to go out for a while, and Lexi walks out the door with a mischievous grin on her face as she shuts the door. You know she has some mayhem planned. Yeah, that was the first idea I had for the episode, but it changed with the script here. That's the final decision. The script is, and I had to put my name, address, and a phone number, but the phone number has changed, so I'm gonna have to edit that. It keeps changing though, so I don't know if I can put the phone number. I'll put one down though. See, this is only one page, so it's basically everything I just said, but I had to put my email address, I had to put everything. But I'm going to need rights to one scene in the pilot script. It's a reference to due date. We're going to need to get James Hetfield to play Xander. He is going to need to use makeup to make him look younger and temporarily dye his hair blonde to match the person he used to be in 2013. For the whole season. Yeah, for the whole season. And I also changed that up too because I had other ideas. But then here is the actual script. I did make this first page because it didn't print. The first page didn't print for some reason. So I went ahead and made one. Here's the legit script right here. This is the legitimate script for my show. The first episode, the pilot. Oh my lord. This is so awesome. It really is. The creator and writer for the show and the actor for the character. Script. Yeah. This is script. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna read my lines. I'm gonna do my lines. What are you doing? Oh, cool. Who's going to be playing the music tonight? Any big bands I know of? Me? But I have a concert to do tonight. I can't be at your school dance too. Just freaking wait for this to be on TV. Oh Lord. Well, what time is the dance? Yeah, yeah, I can totally handle it. I'm going to rock that school like I've never seen before. This is gonna be so fun. Yeah, sure. What is it you need help with? There were so many pages here, and I'm only doing my lines, so it's cutting down on a lot. Okay, I'm going to let you know though. I'm not good at math, so I can help you with anything else, but you'd have to do the math yourself. Okay, so what do you want to work on first? Okay. Yeah, I am, yeah. Yeah, I hope so. Okay, some of them are booing us already, so let's show them who we really are. I performed my original song, Superhero. Oh Lord, that would be amazing. I see you passing around a joint. What do you say about sharing some with me? Oh, I see. Yeah, you're right. Well, I'm just gonna get back to my band. Of course, it's not really gonna sound that bad. It's gonna sound a hell of a lot better, but we'll see. Hey, Steph, how'd you like the show? Yeah, I just hope my band gets a big break soon. Cause before the show we were talking, and they said that they didn't want to stick with me if we ain't going nowhere. Yeah, well, I'll see you at home, Steph. There's also some other characters, like not main characters, but like not extras either, but like side characters, I guess. I don't know. They have to be played by others too. Yeah, what's up? Trouble? What do you mean trouble? No, really. What trouble have I caused? I ask that question all the time. I guess Dad got caught in a wreck or something. The window there. See, I mean, I have my lines, but then it's cutting down on a lot. I don't know. Well then, let's meet them there. Yes, but Mom's car is here. We can drive it to Denver and be there in no time. One beer, Steph. We'll be fine. Look, do you want to stay here all night or go to another party where it's fun? Well, I'll offer anyway. I know people are gonna be laughing at that. I know it. I just know they're gonna be laughing at that. I wonder if other actors, when they're saying the lines, I wonder if they think about that. Like, I know they're gonna be laughing at this. I wonder. Maybe. Okay, I don't have any lines on this page. Yeah, just enjoy the ride. Yeah, just relax. Unlock them. I want to get as high as possible, so I'll lock the windows to fill the car with as much THC as possible. You know for a fact I would do that. You would know if you were. Where do you see that, Steph? Yeah, Steph. You're high as fuck. Not as high as me, though. I'm tripping bad. Yeah. Why not? It's going to be fine. Let's just go inside and join the party. Okay, I have an idea. I have about $40 in cash left over. We can go to that diner we passed just a few blocks down the road. Eating something can help bring down your high. Let's check the hours on the door. Tonight is Tuesday, right? Then they're open for another hour. Gonna have to change that because the freaking diner actually been open for 24 hours. And all of a sudden they're closing, or what? That makes sense. You know, now that I think of it, I think this is where Mom works. There's like a table for two. Say, does Jessica work here? We'll need just a minute to figure out what we want. I guess I'll get this. Chocolate chip pancakes and a pop. What, no Sunday? And no Sunday? Chocolate chip pancakes and a large Dr. Pepper. Then we'll have to get this stuff together. We need it at home later. I'm sorry, but we must get going. Can we get this to go? I put the way that I talk like that as only for something to laugh at. Because of the way I say that, I only put it as that just so I knew. I already know you're gonna be laughing because just the way I say that, we must get going. Oh my god, it's gonna be hilarious and great. It's gonna be awesome. Oh, thank you. We know, but we just wanted to come join the party. We drove Mom's car. Alright. Well, yeah, but we wanted to be at Dad's party to congratulate his promotion. Let's go and enjoy this upstairs. So, what happened with Mike at the dance? Oh, okay. I messaged him yesterday, but still no response. I guess he's busy. Yeah, I'll message him again in a sec. Xander? What are you doing here? She saw Mike at the dance earlier, but he is asleep. Well, here we are, alone. Yes, please. The way I said that. Oh, I love that scene to happen. I for sure would. I don't have another line for a minute that I'm in here. This one, I said stuff, though. Lance, just a Lance, somebody. Lance, Lance, CW, Lance. Yeah, you shouldn't just read the Bible, but apply it to your life and live and be the Word. And Lance has the final line of the episode. Lance closes the Bible and sets it on the table. Everyone is happy and all hug each other. Fade out. The end. That is the script. Hell yeah. There's the back of the page. Back of it, just a blank page. But that's the script, man. Like, look at this. It's so awesome. Oh my gosh. It is legitimate script. Yeah. Yeah, boy. I was gonna share my music with you also, but with this being an hour long, I'm not gonna do that to you. I'll save that for another time. I'll give you a sneak peek of how much music I freaking got so far. Give you a sneak give you a little hint here. The freaking border is ripped in half almost because it's having trouble holding on to all the weight. But yeah, the stuff on this side is basically all my single drawings. Superhero, Lion and the Lamb, Life on a Leash, Abortion is Murder, Falling Through the Hourglass. Oh, and this is what I was gonna look like first for my TV show. I freaking love this drawing. I love it so much. One of my favorite drawings of all time. That's supposed to be me, man. Do you see a resemblance? Oh, let me try and make a face that I'm making on there. I can't make the face, but that's supposed to be me, though. My battle jacket, that's supposed to be my Darkness Prevail shirt. I just didn't feel like drawing it out. The headband I always wear when I'm in my rock and roll, 80s rock and roll mood. My sunglasses that I wear, like right here. My black jeans, my shoes, my bandana I always wear. Yep. And on the back of it is supposed to be James Hetfield as a skater, but I don't know. There's something weird with no outlines, just actually just drawn, just like real life. These here are some drawings that I worked really hard on and I thought came out pretty good. I really like that one too. It's me and James. James as a stoner. It says whoa right there. Oh, man. Me and James in Futurama version. I tried. I don't know. It came out weird. This is something weird. I don't know. Drawing I tried to draw, but yeah, that is my drawing. But I'm not going to show you my whole music, but just a little preview. All this here is songs that I've written. That's supposed to be me, but I messed up on the song. That's supposed to be me messed up. But, yeah, all this here is all the music I've written and more to come. That's not. It stops. Stops here. I have all this. That I have so far written for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've written for 7 albums or CDs so far. And there's a lot more to come. A lot more. Got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 left to make. So 13 plus 6, like 21, 19, it's 19, sorry. I don't know math. Just like I explained in my script. It's true, I don't know math. But yeah, there's 19 total albums that's gonna be made by Douglas Pavels. Hopefully. That'd be a hell of a lot of albums. But yeah, it's a lot. But I hope you enjoyed this video here. Although I can see that nobody is watching. What the hell? But if you watch this in the future when it's just randomly out there, not live anymore, I hope you enjoy. And I hope you like it. Quick like if you do. Subscribe down below. Join the dark side of life. And comment down below to let me know what you would like to see from me next. Because if it's not too crazy, I will do it. Trust me. Especially some song requests. To do on my drums, sing, guitar, whatever. My socials are in my previous videos. They're usually down at the bottom of the screen, but they're not able to be done online. I don't know how to do that yet. But I hope you enjoyed, and I will be back with more drum covers tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Peace out, y'all. Be back with more drum covers tomorrow. Peace out.